early December, 5 Indian states are heading to the polls. Now, analysts say these local elections will give a sense of how people will vote in next year's general elections. In all, 110 million people will be voting over the next few days. And we'll be showing you our report that focuses on one young party and its leader, Arvind Kejriwal.
Here in the Delhi Cantonment District, they've come to hear the big unknown of Indian politics. Less than 1 year ago, the party of Arvind Kejriwal didn't even exist. In less than 4 weeks, this former tax employee is challenging the mainstream parties in the race for Chief Minister of Delhi.
Rallies of the AAP, the Common People's Party, come complete with brooms to sweep out corruption.
In the past, the people didn't have the options. There are only two options, either the Congress or the BJP.
We want what's written on our caps. It says we want freedom, which we haven't had for the last 66 years.
I brought a contribution of a small amount. It is here and it is here to bring a breath of fresh air on the political canvas of my Delhi city-state as a harbinger of better days to come.
Enter the star of the show. His anti-corruption pitch, which he delivers barefoot, definitely strikes a chord. But at 45, Kejriwal's a political novice. Critics also speak of fears of a growing personality cult. The leader of the AAP dismisses naysayers who doubt his decision to take on Delhi's three-term incumbent.
No, I have no regrets. I think this was the only way left. This was the only alternative left.
Just how in tune Kejriwal is with voters? That December 4th race for Chief Minister of Delhi, the acid test in the run-up to next spring's general election.
Vikram, we've just seen that report on Arvind Kejriwal. You're joining us live from New Delhi. Now, give us some context here. What are the main political forces at play, and what's at stake?
Well, Delhi has traditionally been a battleground between the Congress and the BJP, which are two major national parties. And, the state has normally been tossed back and forth between those two parties. Of course, as you saw in that report, there is a new political force at play, the Aam Aadmi Party, or the Common Man's Party. And as we mentioned in the report, as Francois mentioned there, that he is a political novice, but he is someone also who's shaking things up, who's forcing both those parties to realign their agendas, to give voters a different message, to talk more about clean, transparent governance. So even though it's really unsure, it's really uncertain how much of a vote share the Aam Aadmi Party will win, it definitely has changed the way politics is conducted in Delhi.
So, as you say, how in tune is Kejriwal with voters?
I think to continue that musical analogy show now, I'd say that he definitely has struck a chord with a lot of voters here. Now, the problem is that even though a lot of voters agree with his message, that there is resonance for that message where they want to change in the way politics is conducted, because the last few years we've seen a lot of corruption scandals. A lot of people are also frustrated with slowing economic growth, so they do want change. But Mr. Kejriwal is, of course, very untested. He's never contested elections before. So people don't know if he'll be able to deliver on his promises. So even though they may agree with his message, they might not necessarily vote for him. Of course, we'll find out for sure on the 8th of December, which is when results will be announced.
All right, well, for a deeper look at Indian politics, do tune in to our debate this evening, Paris time, with Francois Picard. That's a little after 7 p.m. in France, 11:40 p.m. Delhi time, broadcast from the Indian capital. Also, a big welcome to our Indian viewers that are joining us. Vikram, France 24 is finally being broadcast there.
That's right. In fact, broadcast operations started earlier this month and we launched formally just yesterday. At the moment, France 24 is being broadcast to 31 million viewers across India, and we hope over the months to come that number will rise.
Thank you very much, Vikram, for joining us live from Delhi. Be sure to watch today's interview with Marcus Carlson and The Culture Show, both focusing on the big names shaping India today. And that's it for this hour. We'll be back with Stuart Norville in just a few minutes. Stay with us here on France 24.